Okay, yo, what's up? Been playing on the PTB a little bit. I wanted to see how Knight was. My opinion on that. He's a bit shit. His guards, like, they spawn way too slow. And the intended way to use him is to set patrols and stuff, but he works far better, like, setting hag traps at a loop. But you just leave the loop. As soon as you see him crouch, you just leave. Especially because he can't see you when he's doing his power, so like, and if you've got something to like hide your scratch marks or something, you're gone. So say like, I don't know, you've got the Ada perk that happens when you're the last survivor alive, and say he's trying to loop you around, and you're trying to find Hatch, and he's found you, and he happens to go for his power at a loop. You can kind of just leave if you're clever about it. Anyway, so I saw this perk in particular, and I thought it'd be really, really interesting on Sadako. So the idea behind this perk, it's called Hex Face the Darkness, and it's one of the Knight's new perks. The idea is, when you injure a survivor, it summons a hex onto a random doll totem on the map, and while it's active, any survivor that's outside of your terror radius will scream, and it reveals their auras. But it does not reveal the aura of the person that you hit, which I thought was, pretty meh at first, but then I started to think, like, this might be quite good on stealth killers like Sadako, who can turn on and off her terror radius at will. So the idea is, you try and find your obsession with Lethal Pursuer, you hit them at the start of the match and get Hex Face of Darkness on them, and then you like harass them, build up play of your food stacks. All the while, you know exactly where everyone is because they're screaming, getting interrupted before doing gens, etc., and revealing their aura for 4 seconds rather than 2. I found that, just me personally, I found that 2 seconds wasn't enough for me to see the, like, notification go off and then work out where they are. I sort of needed that extra 2 seconds, but, And then, once you've got all your played food stacks, you go off and you go and harass another survivor, and you start building up your save the best for last. And then you go and get another survivor, and go and get another survivor, etc. All the while making Sadako stronger at loops, because you got the telephone, which is going to, when you manifest, going to inflict survivors within 7 meters with hindered for 3%. So they're going to be 3% slower, which is not much. But in combination with play of your food, which you ideally, this is very, very much an ideal scenario, theory crafting build, right? So in practice, this is probably going to fall apart a lot more than it works. But I thought it'd be quite a fun build. So you have 3 stacks of play of your food. So they'd be like 15% faster, ideally. And then you got the 3% slow with manifestation. On top of that, you've got the old newspaper. So when you do manifest, your invisibility duration is increased by 33%. So that it makes it harder, you're flickering more and more, and it makes it easier for you to do mind games at loops, which is where Sadako tends to struggle. So you'll be 18% faster than your survivor. They won't know where you're coming from. You should be able to get a free hit. And then you can follow it up quickly with Save the Best for Last, and the longer the match goes, the quicker and quicker you can follow it up. And that's the idea, but telephone, 3% is not that much different from 15%. So if you really wanted to, you could, and it might even be better to, you could just swap out telephone for well water. And then that makes it so that they can't see a red stain whilst you're mind gaming at the pallet or whatever, right? And it increases it by 2 seconds. So that well water and old newspaper work together really well anyway. But along with this and this and this, I don't install this, it works really, really well. That's the idea. And then you defend your totem, and then every time that the obsession gets healed, you go find them, you hit them, chase them a bit, and then this will be going off the whole time. Like, it just stays on. So, you just spend the whole match, you know, if you lose someone, you can just go and teleport to someone, or if someone's doing something like maybe they're at the hex and you see them doing it, ideally, hopefully, doesn't always work, then you just teleport to them, spook them off, you know, do all sorts of shit, or you can spook them off gens, or if you lose someone, go choose a different target, whatever. And that's the idea. But I think that you could also swap out save the best for last, for like, say you get better at this build, and you don't really need save the best for last that loops. You could probably swap it out for something like barbecue and chili, just in case they do get the hex, which is probably more likely than not, I'll be honest. Although the fact that it disappears when they heal this obsession is fun, and you could pair Hex Face of Darkness with the ring drawing, which spreads condemned when they're healed, which is something you could do. That's off topic. What else is there you could do? So the idea is that you also, when you're chasing the obsession and trying to get your save best for last stacks, you face away from them so that you can choose when you enter chase, and then you can just break chase immediately and keep following their scratch marks, which, funnily enough, if you suck at following scratch marks, or maybe they have lightweight or something, you could run something like, where is it? Don't know the alphabet. Bloodhound. So that you can track the obsession way better, right? And then you can build your stacks easier, which is another thing you could do. Which would be sick, by the way. The fact that there's like a potential use for Bloodhound, it's kind of exciting, right? What else could you do? You could swap this out for Undying as well, just to, you know, just to make sure that this doesn't ever get cleansed, and then you got it the whole match. Barbecue, I think I mentioned barbecue, but barbecue, it's just like as a fallback, so that you never potentially, you know, so that you're not running around with just this and this, essentially. I would and this, but like, it'd be difficult to find people after that. After Hex is gone, and I'm not really a fan of putting all your eggs in one basket, but I do like aura perks. They do make my Biggly Wiggly quite jolly. What other stuff could you do? There's a lot of stuff you could swap out for save the best for last. It's a really, really fun experimental build, and I'm sure that you could even, if you really wanted to, you could even swap out Legal Pursuer. But then I feel like you would need to find a different way to guarantee finding the obsession. Nemesis might work as well. Survivor who blinds or stuns you. Yeah, so Nemesis might work. And they're affected by Oblivious as well. And then become the new obsession. So, say you get fucked at like a loop and you get Parastorm or something. Or blinds you or something, and they become the new obsession. You can just drop chase with them immediately, go teleport, find someone else, and then you've got a stack to go into a chase. Nemesis might even be better than save best to last, honestly. Nemesis might work better. What else is there? What's this? Saw that, Predator. Yeah, Predator might work as well. That might, you know, you can swap that out for that as well. Predator being relatively viable is fucking crazy. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot you could do. I think the best version of this build probably would be, this is good for starting out. And then if you have trouble defending your totem, I would put Undying, or not Pentimento. Oh yeah, Force Penance as well. So if the obsession starts to catch on to the fact that you're only going for everyone else, and they're like, oh, they've got to save the best for last for Sadako. You know, they always want to save the best for last. Or some other like obsession perk. They start to catch on to the fact that you're not going for them. They start to take protection hits. You can fit into the broker status, and then you're guaranteed your hex. Almost guaranteed your hex for 80 whole seconds, which is fucking nuts. It's crazy. At least. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to show how this works. Sloppy Butcher as well could be swapped out. Make them heal. There's a lot you could do. So I'm going to... I'm going to show how it works on bots. I would show how it works on human players. Pardon me. But the moment I get into a lobby, after a 15-minute queue, they're just going to disconnect because it's not the night, right? So, you know. But I can show you in theory how this would work. And again, this is all ideal scenario, theory crafting bullshit, right? This probably won't work in a real game, but I mean, it's fun to try. And I don't think you can actually fool bots with mind games. So that's kind of a useless add-on at the moment, but you know, we'll try it anyway. Heidi, I think that's her down there. And that's Jill, that's Heidi. Heidi. So obviously, one of the things that can counter this build is if there are multiple survivors that are the same survivor. That's pretty bad. We got a there she is. Okay, so now we know where she's gonna be and we can follow her. This is much easier to follow. Because you see standing at the loop. And then break chase again. And 3. We can just leave at this point. And now we should be able... See, here's just Dwight here. And now he's screaming and we see him. And we also see someone over... Oh, no. So you also see her. And the idea is that you keep this up the whole match. Why do I only have... Did I never... Oh, I never actually escape. Look how fucking fast I am. And you keep demanifesting and remanifesting. Where did you... Out there. Okay, he's got hindered. We just kept running. Okay, well, a different player. Your player would have vaulted that and I probably would have lost them. To be fair. See, now this is where barbecue comes in handy. Wait, isn't there usually a hook here? Now this is also different because bots actually pick up your... Hello. Oh, that's really convenient. Did I not get into chase with her? There you go. This is really, really convenient because we happened to find her, but what I really wanted to do was try and protect... Hello. The hex over there was the thing I was trying to do. Are you really gonna... Hello. I love that they do this too. It's very funny. Okay, she went this way. Go. Oops, she vaulted that. There we go, now I can break chase with her again. 15. Now other survivors would have... Oh, there we go, we can see them on the gen over there. Also, we probably have a TV on over there because they don't tend to... Real survivors don't tend to interact with TVs whatsoever. I don't know why we keep not getting our third stack. Getting faster and faster. Hattie's still injured. We have our hex still up. Demanifest. No one here. There's Jill. Okay, no one's touching the axe. And like, this is the bot game, obviously. Oh, hello. That's very, very convenient. Oh, hello. See you down there. Okay, she vaulted that. That's one. Ouch. Oops. See if we can lose chase. Breaking that. 2. Ah, do you think it's on cooldown every time I... Ooh. God, I thought that was... What is that over there? As much as I hate to break chase with Hattie, what the fuck is going on? I hear her. Oh. They got stuck on that. There you go, buddy. Oh, you're still stuck? Okay, let's get him away from there. Oh, I'm stuck! What the fuck is that? Okay. He's gonna break, yeah. That's fine. Here we go. You just teabag me. They're so toxic. Did he go up or over there? I think this is Jill I'm chasing now. Who is... There's no shot that's... I don't like Hattie. No, this is no, this is... There we go, that was an 8% difference in speed there. He's helping down my totem. I think in a normal match with human beings and shit, they absolutely would have found that totem. But the cool thing is, say I don't like the totem spawn. Oh, there she is. All I really have to do, there's no TVs. Fuck, these guys are... Yeah, no. You're there. She's... Oh, she put her... Oh, because she got her fucking thing in. The second it... Okay. There is this bitch. I can usually find her pretty well. They just are not around that side of the map. Start breaking some of these pallets as well. Just for an easy time. Oh, did they get my totem? Oh, she got healed. Hey, well that works. See, so now that she's healed, it should spawn in a different place. Or not. Did they cleanse it? Did I just not notice? Oh no, he was downed. He wasn't injured, that's why he didn't. Okay. He's still new, still new, still new. So it doesn't apply, it doesn't activate when they're downed. It only activates on injury. So Dwight would be my new one. I don't really want to do it on Dwight because I actually want to hit him. So what I want to do, see, now you're juggling between, it's fun for survivors as well, I think. Because now you're juggling between the, because, you know, killer mains, we all care about that, I'm sure. But now you're juggling between the obsession and the other players, and you're not just ignoring the obsession, you know? I think that's fun for everyone. There we go, see? Look at this. So now we've got Hattie here. Oh, this is strong. Love that. Yeah, there we go. Yep, do it again, do it again, do it again. I dare you. Yep. She's just gonna leave? Yeah, she just leaves. There we go. Now that's active, and it's not over there anymore, it's over there. See, look at that! It's in a completely different spot. Oh yeah, food stacks. I mean, sure, this works to showcase everything. Maybe I'll make this one into a short. Wait for the, this part into a short. Wait for the cooldown. So, new perk. X. Chase the obsession, run away. Very, very fast. Find everyone else. There they are. What the fuck are you guys doing? And we could probably find Jill. I think she's working on this. Oh, there she is. Didn't scream though. Oh, she finally fell. Because that didn't work as well as I wanted it to. I don't think it ever really will. See, look, she's screamed right in front of me, even though I'm, you know, even though I'm right there, but because she's not technically in my terror radius. Oh, that was bad. I just gained a stack mid-chase, that's funny. And ideally you just switch between manifesting and demanifesting, so that whatever everyone else is doing, they're just screaming constantly, even whilst you're in chase. And whilst you're doing that, you're manifesting and demanifesting, you're slowing them by 3% each time you do that, whilst you're close to them. And it's making hits easier. It's making hits easier for you with the telephone, and it's making, you know, cleansing or doing gens or whatever harder for them. And reading them to you. Hello. There we go. So this is an 8% speed boost just now. Look how cool that is. Yeah, I don't think I need to do the whole bot match. I think you get the point. I think I've repeated myself several times. But yeah, I think that's pretty neat. There we go. Chase her. You dropped that. Did I just swap survivors doing that? No shot. Also, it makes it easier and easier to it makes it easier and easier and easier to track her like that, because you're just getting faster and faster every time you do it. So with practice, I think this could be a pretty good build. Yeah. I think I'm going to play Sadako a lot when this killer comes out. Simply for this. And try and, you know, twerk with the build a little bit. Tweak. I said tweak. Tweak the build. You heard nothing. I tweak the build. I think that, I think that play with food is absolutely necessary. I think that, and I might be biased, I think they're going for my totem. I think the Lethal Pursuer is absolutely necessary. But then again, it is my favourite perk. And I love auras. Obviously, Hex, Floods, Darkness. Very, very cool. Very, very necessary. I think Stabiffle is the one that you change around, you know, mostly that you're going to see what you can work with. But saying that, I think you could also see swapping Lethal around with maybe Undying. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see when it comes live. I'm really, really excited for this. But, yeah. Zip. Oh, let's go get a Mori. What better way to close the video out than to get a Mori, eh? Hey, bitch. And manifest again, 3% slower. So there's a 13% speed difference between us at the moment. Awesome. This is a really good place for to do the Mori as well. Let's drop her like here. Ah, they cleanse it. Wow, look at that. Anyway, that's it. Maybe I'll do more theory crafting build videos. And probably be more structured than this one. I'll probably edit this one so that loads of the fluff that I just spouted out isn't there anymore. I don't know. But yeah. It was fucking cool, man. Toodles.